What if I told you one of America's so-called perfect families was hiding some very dark secrets? The 19 kids and counting family, better known as the Duggars, once represented the ultimate image of faith, discipline, and traditional values. But their story didn't end the way anyone expected. For over a decade, the Duggar family was the picture of fundamentalist American wholesomeness. 19 children, matching outfits, and a strict adherence to the teachings of the Institute and basic life principles. They built a reality television empire on the promise of purity and faith. But behind the cameras, the facade was crumbling. In 2015, the world learned the dark truth about the eldest son, Josh Duggar. He admitted to inappropriate behavior toward multiple girls when he was younger, including members of his own family. Almost overnight, the Duggar brand began to collapse. Sponsors pulled away, public backlash exploded, and eventually, 19 Kids and Counting was canceled. But the story didn't end there. More legal trouble followed in later years, pushing the family even deeper into controversy and raising serious questions about what really went on behind closed doors. And just when the public thought the worst was behind them, history repeated itself.
Joseph and Kendra Duggar are reuniting after he pleaded not guilty to child molestation charges in Florida. The 19 Kids and Counting alum's lawyer, Albert J. Saline III, telling People April 3rd that Joseph is back in Arkansas with his wife, Kendra Duggar, following his release on $600,000 bond. The attorney also making note that Joseph is not with the couple's 4 kids. Indeed, a stipulation for Joseph's release forbids him to have unsupervised contact with minors, including his own children, and any communication with the alleged victim, who accused him of molesting her during a 2020 family vacation to Panama City Beach, Florida. In addition to his charges in Florida, both he and his wife Kendra are each facing 4 counts of endangering the welfare of a minor and 4 counts of false imprisonment in their home state. Neither of them have entered a plea for those charges. In Washington County Sheriff's Office records obtained by E! News, emails sent to Joseph while he was awaiting extradition from an Arkansas jail from his sister-in-law Anna Duggar made a brief mention into the aftermath of his and Kendra's arrest. Anna revealing she spoke to Kendra upon her release from police custody, saying that the mom of 4 sounded strong on the phone call, except for when she talked about it being a month before she can see the kids. Joseph was released from police custody on $600,000 bond after making his first appearance in Florida court March 31st. His first arraignment is scheduled for April 20th. E! News has reached out to attorneys for Joseph and Kendra for comment, but hasn't heard back.
Joseph Duggar, the 7th child, quiet, obedient son, was arrested and charged with the unthinkable, and he wasn't the only one taken away in handcuffs. To understand the gravity of Joseph Duggar's arrest, you have to understand the environment he was raised in. Born in 1995, Joseph grew up under the intense scrutiny of TLC's cameras and the rigid doctrines of his parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar. Joseph was often portrayed as the dependable brother. He married Kendra Caldwell in 2017, and they quickly started a family of their own, eventually having 4 children. He even earned his real estate broker's license, building a life that looked, from the outside, entirely normal. But the Duggar name was already permanently stained. Not only did the eldest brother Josh abuse 4 of his sisters and a sitter years ago, but in 2022, Josh was convicted of downloading some pedo material, which got him sentenced to 12.5 years in federal prison. The public asked, how could this happen? Was Josh an anomaly, or was there a deeper sickness within the family's culture? In 2026, they got their answer. According to the arrest affidavit from the Bay County Sheriff's Office in Florida, the nightmare began during a family vacation in 2020. The Duggars were staying at a residence on Danny Drive in Panama City Beach. It was there that Joseph Duggar allegedly ate a girl. For 6 years, the secret was kept, But in March 2026, the truth finally surfaced. On March 17th, the victim's father confronted Joseph Duggar directly. Faced with the accusation, Duggar didn't deny it. He admitted to what he had done. But the father didn't stop there. He contacted the police in Taneytown, Arkansas. The authorities arranged a monitored phone call. The father called Joseph again, this time with a detective listening in. Once again, Joseph Duggar confessed to the sexual abuse. That recorded admission was all the police needed. The next day, March 18th, 2026, Joseph Duggar was arrested in Arkansas. He was held in solitary confinement at the Washington County Detention Center. But the shockwaves didn't end with him. 2 days later, his wife, Kendra Duggar, was also taken into custody. She was charged with 4 counts of second-degree endangering and 4 counts of second-degree false imprisonment. While the exact details of her involvement remain sealed, the charges suggest a horrifying level of complicity or failure to protect the children in their care. Because the alleged incidents took place in Florida, Joseph Duggar agreed to be transferred and was moved to the Bay County Jail in Panama City. He is currently facing 2 serious felony charges related to inappropriate conduct involving a minor. On March 31st, he appeared before a Florida judge where he pleaded not guilty and requested a jury trial. The judge set his bond at $600,000 and issued strict conditions. As part of those conditions, Joseph Duggar is not allowed to have any unsupervised contact with minors, including his own children. The Duggar family responded quickly. A spokesperson for Jim Bob Duggar and Michelle Duggar shared that they are heartbroken and are praying for everyone involved, while also asking for privacy during this difficult time. Joseph Duggar has since been released on bond and is awaiting trial. His wife, Kendra Duggar, is also dealing with ongoing legal matters in Arkansas. As the case continues to unfold, many are watching closely, waiting to see how the legal process plays out for one of reality television's most well-known families.